Hey guys, this is Silverbolt Ballistics, and today we are going to be cleaning the Mosin Nagant. The version that I have is the 9130, but they're all the same as far as cleaning wise. Let's get through this intro and then we will get started. So I have a separate video on how to clean the bolt itself. This video is going to be all about the gun itself, not the bolt, just the gun. First thing you want to do is make sure that the chamber is not loaded. Mine's empty. Then you want to pull back and pull the trigger and slide back on the bolt, and the bolt will come out. I just put on my gloves, and what we're going to want to do is take the magazine spring out. There's a little switch down here at the bottom of the magazine, and it'll open up. Then you want to grab it and squeeze it together, and it'll come right off. The Mosin is pretty simple to clean. You just gotta make sure you clean it really good because some of the ammo is corrosive and it will eat away the inside of your barrel, cause divots in the inside of your barrel. You want to clean these really good and right after you shoot them. So like always, I have some Breakthrough. It's an all-in-one cleaner, and I have this bore snake. What I'm going to do is spray some Breakthrough down the barrel. And kind of move the barrel around a little bit. Alright, now we can go ahead and feed the bore snake through. If you haven't used one of these, what you want to do is look for the weighted end and drop the weighted end down the barrel, and then you can go ahead and pull the rest of this through. It does have brushes built into the rope, so it'll scrub it and clean it all in one. Once you feed it through, you just pull the bore snake through. And I'll do this probably 4 or 5 times. And just to make sure some of that Breakthrough is all the way down in the beginning of the barrel, I'm going to spray some. And repeat this a few more times. Alright, now I can look inside the barrel and see how clean it is. I'm going to put a flashlight on the other end and look through. The barrel is all clean. Now what I'm going to be doing is taking the trigger assembly, all this out. That way I can really scrub in there without the barrel in the way. To do that, there is one flathead bolt right there. And then there is one flathead bolt on the top. You want to put these bolts in a safe spot, that way they don't roll away. I have a magnetized tray. I'm going to set this aside real quick, that way we can clean the trigger assembly and the mag assembly. So this is pretty easy. All we do is spray it down and wipe it off. For some of the smaller holes and cracks, like up in here and up in this part, I will be using a Q-tip. And what I'm doing is just working this in. Spray some breakthrough on this Q-tip and then go around in these holes, these bolt holes, around the magazine catch. And also, I'm going to try my best to clean the inside. And since we are zoomed in, I'm going to go ahead and work on this. This is the magazine spring. Since I have this out, I am going to be putting some oil on it. For the oil, I like to use Hops 9 lubricating gun oil. I like it because it has this needle I can get up in small spaces. So what I'm going to do is put a few drops on this spring right here, and then put a few drops on this spring right here. Because as you close it, it rubs up against the metal. Work that in. Since I did that, I'm going to take off the bands and take the barrel out and clean the outside of the barrel. All you want to do is press in on the spring and the band will come off. and then the barrel and the trigger will come out. Since we have the stock completely naked besides my bipod that I added on there, now is a good time to examine it, make sure there's no cracks. And I'm not seeing any on the inside. The outside looks pretty good. Underneath looks good. And the other side looks good. So I'm going to set this aside real quick. Now I'm going to spray some breakthrough all on the outside of the barrel. Don't forget about your sights. And this was on the outside. Now what I'm doing is trying to get this patch to the beginning of the barrel. And now we have to work this in around the trigger. Alright, now the Mosin is all clean. We have one spot to lubricate on this barrel, and then we will be good to go to put it together. So on the barrel, underneath the trigger, there's a spring right here, and here's the trigger. When you pull the trigger, that spring is sitting right up underneath the trigger. What you want to do is put some oil down in this crack. So here's a better view. Here's the spring, here's the trigger, and all I'm doing is putting some oil right in here. Alright guys, to put this together, what you're going to do is slap the barrel back on. Make sure you hold the barrel onto the stock. Make sure the springs are all the way forward towards the front sight. Put this back on, and there is two ends on this. There's a wide end and a small narrow end. You want to make sure that the wide end is back. One end of these band springs, there is a open piece, and the other end is just a solid piece. You want the open piece facing down. So again, here's the open pieces facing down. Bring the bigger band all the way back. Just like that, and then bring the smaller band all the way back until it stops. There we go. So since we have the bands back on, what you want to do is grab the magazine cover. One end for the trigger is solid, one end is open. You want to stick the open end up and it'll slide right in. Grab your long bolt and it'll go in the back at the top of the stock. And we don't want to screw that down all the way yet. You just want it to hold that piece back together. Flip it upside down. Grab your short bolt and it'll go back right here. Hold everything together, and this one you can go ahead and tighten down all the way. Flip it back over and then tighten the back bolt down all the way. Now we can go ahead and put the magazine spring back in. So when you close this, that claw opens up and on the magazine there is a bar right here. What you want to do is open it up all the way, grab that bar, and then you can let go and then go ahead and swing this closed, just like that. Now I like to wipe down the stock with some of these rim oil wipes. It's going to smooth out the wood a little bit, make it shiny, make it last a little bit longer. And this can go on the metal too, so you don't have to use it just on the stock. You can use it for the butt plate, the barrel if you want a little bit more protection. Alright guys, in this video we learned how to take apart the Mosin, how to clean it, and how to assemble it back together. If you like this video, please leave a like. Also, make sure you are subscribed. Thanks for watching.